What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. No, I cut that shit. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is Thursday. Wow, what a day. Sheesh, it couldn't get any better than this. I mean, like, think about it. It's Thursday, you're alive. If you're watching this video, if you got to this video somehow, if you're on the internet, I think if you're on the internet, honestly, it's like, I mean, look. If you're on the internet and you have access to that and you're watching funny content, I want to say you got free time. Look, because I've been broke before. I've been very broke before, like 2 jobs, like going from one job to the other type of deal. So, and I didn't have time to go on the internet. I mean, I had time to go on my break. So unless you're on your break watching this, then okay, you're excluded. But real talk though, if you're watching like TikToks and all that, and you find yourself doing that and you're bored, then you got time on your hands. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody, so no, I'm not saying that every single person is absolutely free of time and, is living the luxurious life in a first world country, but I'm speaking for like the 80%, and that 80% being 90% young people that have free time. So, what I'm trying to say is, appreciate those things, because there's people that in this same country, in the United States, that don't have that privilege. And of course, things fall down on people regardless, but that's responsibilities, and unfortunately, stuff will fall in your lap that you didn't cause, but it's a responsibility, so you gotta be a grown up and take care of it. So all I'm saying is just appreciate life, because it can get dark at any times, and we gotta appreciate those times that we're here now, and life is all about the good stuff, right? I mean, just think of the coincidence that you were born. Like, it's like 1 in a billion or something like that. And of course, you could look at it from the opposite way. It's like, no matter what, my parents are gonna have a kid, so not having to be me. But in terms of the other side of it, it's like you were the one chosen to be born with his specific traits, and it's like every person is unique in their own way. Of course, it's hard to tell on a surface level, because if you look at a crowd, you're like, oh, they're all it's just a mob, it's just a group of people. But if you get to know somebody, it's like each person you meet has some to say differently, or at least in a different way. It's like everyone I've met has something different to add. Like, of course, if I met every single person, I'm sure I could find relevant data that's like 90%, but that 1% is that one thing that makes it different for each person, and that's what shines through to everybody. So you're alive, you're in a digital age, you're not rolling cinder blocks or something, or carving out paintings on cave walls. I don't know, but you're here for some reason. I'm not sure what you want to pick on that, whether it be religious, whether it be by some crazy coincidence, but we're here now, so I just appreciate it when we can, of course, because sometimes it's hard to appreciate it. Sometimes it's hard to find that time where you realize that, yeah, it is what it is. And when you're past that point, and you just got that 1,000-yard stare, and you're punching the passenger seat in your car, I get it. So when you're not in that stage, let's just remember how good we have it. So, yeah. Thank you. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the video. It is Thursday. This week has been really boring. I mean, I'm getting paid, so I'm not necessarily upset by that. Look, it's been really easy. It's been the easiest money I ever made, so why not? I mean, in terms of opportunity cost, it's really not that bad, because I mean, I am on my phone occasionally, and I am doing what I want to do, and also benefiting the group that I'm working with right now, what they need to do. It's all really prep work and inventory. So nothing really major that needs my full attention at times. So yeah, I mean, the day goes by pretty quick doing this. You know, compared to my actual work days, it's kind of different sometimes. Because some days where I'm working, you know, I'm jumping to the next unit, and it feels different that way. But I don't know. Some days will be longer than others. They feel longer. Well, obviously today I'm leaving at 12, but in other times, you know, I guess if I'm leaving later, it feels later. But I will say if I leave at like 1:30, I still feel like it's late. So, you know, I guess that goes with just one time I'll leave, regardless of the work that goes into the day. So, yeah. But I don't know. It is what it is. I've considered looking into getting like a sales job, or really any other job that would maybe potentially help me get more money. But the thing is, I'm currently studying for my degree and doing my other side projects like YouTube, and then I got another project that got coming up. But I don't want to do them and be maxed out with time, because right now with this job, you know, I'm doing it all, but I'm also getting out earlier than most jobs. Like, you know, if I do like a sales job, I would imagine that I would be expected to work till at least 5 o'clock on the work days, and then some weekends as well. So I don't want to be working till 5 o'clock, because then that'll stump everything else, like my reading, my college, my projects I want to do. So I think realistically the best goal would be to have it how I right now, where I get out early and I can do my homework, I can do whatever I gotta do, and I get paid decently well. And I do get paid well. I'm not saying I don't, because I do get paid for my time. So that's the biggest thing, is that I do get paid well, really well, for the amount of time that I work for. So that's not the issue. It's just that, you know, it's volatile. It's not, you know, it's not safe. But even in its safe mode, or not in its safe mode, it's still pretty good money. So I'm not complaining. It's just that I want to make more money. But I think the key here, and I think the thing that I gotta learn most here, which is patience, is the virtue here. Because I think I'm trying to maximize myself right now, but in reality, I'm building these skills, and then these skills will then lead up to me being able to max out my money later. So if I just stay consistent with what I do, and don't try to rush to the next thing or do whatever, then, you know, maybe I can do it. But of course, it's life, you know. Life is just crazy stuff. So the thing here, I think the biggest thing is, I always think about what is the right move, what is the most ultimate best thing I can do for myself. And I don't know, I mean, it's like, I'm sure anybody, because, you know, there are successful people that are in lucrative businesses or crazy businesses that wouldn't take much to make. So by that sense, anybody could have made money, right? Like anybody in any kind of, any person could have made any money if they knew exactly what to do from other people that were successful before them. But I think the key to that is being able to be passionate, being able to be true to yourself, and trust the process, like they say. So that might be what I'm going through right now, and I gotta trust it, because what I'm trying to do is do other stuff too. And of course, if I really wanted to do sales and do what I want to do with study and all that, I could do both, because if there's a will, there's a way. So, and I think on top of that, now that I'm talking about it out loud, is that I feel like advice comes both ways. So, you know, you'll get like people saying like, oh, you know, don't stress about stuff in your 20s, 30s, whatever, like take it easy. But then there's people saying like, oh, like this is the time we gotta take the most risks, this is the time we gotta like grind it out, figure it out. And I mean, there's no real solid answer, because the thing is, it's everyone's life. So it's like, you can't just tell one to do type A or type C lifestyle when they want to do a type B, type, you know, F or something. I don't know. But so I think real evolution of a person to really craft their own way is be able to take all the advice and selectively pick out what they want, right? I mean, I think that makes the most sense. That, you know, you take some stuff from this side, and then you take some stuff from this side, and then you kind of mash them up together and make a good old sandwich, and then take a bite off of that and see if you like it. So I think that's where I'm at. And where I'm at in real life would be, the way it would be manifesting it would be working on my skills while being in RVs. I mean, it's safe, I guess, because I've already been in them. And the biggest thing for me is time. And like I mentioned before, I don't want to be stuck, you know, completely changing my lifestyle where I'm now leaving work at 5 o'clock every day, and you know, I don't have any time for anything else. And of course I do have time, it's just that I would most likely feel stumped early on and have a stronger hill to climb, building that resilience up where I'm already focused on doing sales or whatever. I also do question myself and say, like, well, if software is the main goal, then why would I waste my time doing other stuff that might mitigate those results in terms of time, how long it would take? So in reality, I'm like, you know, maybe if I do this, given the most time and money output being in RVs, I can figure it out like that and keep my afternoons more open so I can work on stuff, like work on my projects and education to get to my end goal faster. So I don't know, but I think that's the big thing about adulting, is that you no longer have someone telling you, hey, this is what you gotta do. It's just like, hey, it's up to you. Like, if you want to sit down all day and, you know, play Xbox or, you know, play and stream, then do it. Or you want to go outside and go for a walk every single day and get to know people, whatever it is, right? It's like every avenue has money in it if you can market it in some way, and there has been proven success, not proven steps, just proven success through those markets, through those fields. So, you know, it really just depends on what you're passionate about, and if you're willing to take it up a notch to make it a more credible thing for yourself to other people, so you can sell that, be in videos like, you know, you playing a game, you use live streaming, or maybe you make dog videos while you're vlogging, or vlogging while you're taking your dog out. I'm not sure. There's a lot of venues to that, so, but I think that's the beauty that we live in such a digital age that we can do that kind of stuff. So I am happy about that. But today's Thursday, which means we get fast food. This is the one day out of the week we get fast food. So I'm gonna get some wings. But I think that is all for today, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.